What's up, folks? Welcome back to the stream. We're live with the T5S2 Invitational Group Stage, Group D Finals. This is the first of our group finals to determine which one of these players will go to the elimination stage. Thanks, everyone, for coming and joining. We are going to have a full evening of Warhammer 40k for you today. We have this game occurring right now. After that, we are also going to be watching Dutes versus Child. That's going to be the Group C losers, Group C semifinals to determine who will go on to the losers game and then make it out of the group. We have a rematch today. We've already watched these two players go at it in their own event. In their own semifinals. Unfortunately, Techie over here in the red did go down in that game to Alakar, and but he's back. He made it out of the Losers 2 game against Valdor. Was able to win the Blood Angels mirror match for the opportunity to come back in and achieve victory. What's up, everybody in chat? Goulian, nice to see you in there. Been a little while, I think. Prediction is up, by the way, chat. There's another 5 minutes remaining on that right now. Somebody put $20 on Blood Angels, so that's a vote of confidence right there.
You may not actually care. We're going to leave them.
But in that game, we saw Alakar go first.
Rare parrot.
Charlie D with the sub. Thank you so much.
I can't shoot.
Appreciate you.
Then this guy. So he'll just go like right here.
Unfortunately, Thousand Suns taking the first turn in that game, and an aggressive deployment from Blood Angels on top of some of the absolutely insane dice ended up being the downfall of the
yeah, it's fine. Okay,
downfall of the Blood Angels. That is not what's going on here today, though.
Sorry.
We'll see how things go. Obviously,
This guy.
very aggressive deployment out of the Thousand Suns this time around. Alakar throwing a bunch of stuff on the line. That's because the Blood Angels have actually put a lot of their own units in Strategic Reserve today. One thing I think that Techie took from his last game against Thousand Suns is that he probably can't beat them in a straight-up fight across the center of the table because he's trying to get to melee and they're shooting at him, so that's usually not a great thing to do. So he's actually put 2 Ball Predators in a Strategic Reserve. Now, these guys are absolutely lethal to the Rubric Marine Bricks. They have a 2 damage flamer plus their 2 heavy flamers. So not only is this going to force...
Again.
Oh, man. Not only is this going to force the
Fun out there.
Thousand Suns into screening pretty heavily to try to stop those guys, but it also is going to give him more tactical options moving on.
Timer. Start with me.
So that is Alakar taking the first turn again. Techie was telling me before the game that he was sort of theory crafting some game plans for this matchup this time around, and he said one of the game plans was potentially he had a pretty good chance to go to make some stuff happen if he just deployed everything on the line. We are on sweeping engagement today. Terraform is the mission, so the players have an action they can complete to...
Well, I guess I just skipped my scout moves, didn't I? Shit.
I'm just doing us.
Do you mind if I just move them straight forward? That's all they were going to do?
I'm fine with that.
Thanks. Sorry about that.
Yeah, the intent of them putting there, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
You just keep that.
Yeah, I'll just. Yeah, just straightforward. I'm not going to spend too much time.
Yeah, a little miss sequencing there from Alakar. He does have to do his scout moves at the start of the game. That is before the cards get drawn. So you're not meant to have your
command. Our stuff. Oh, look at that.
Knowledge of what your cards are at the point at which you perform your scout move. So that is a little different.
Yeah. Yes, I'll spawn that in. That makes everything easier. Okay, first of all, my Zangor's giving
The
me
Cabal point counter as well. That's very nice.
Do not.
So Techie was telling me, yeah, he had the opportunity. We're on sweeping engagement today, so the players have a staggered deployment zone. Their deployment zone over here on their right flank is actually much shorter than it is on their left flank, as we can see by the deployment of all of these big, huge Thousand Suns monsters in this corner right over here. And so what Techie could potentially do is forward deploy a bunch of the infantry, forward deploy a bunch of the tanks in this area, like the Thousand Suns are doing, and just push them directly across the table, try to get as many shots into these ruins as you possibly can, and overload the Thousand Suns' ability to kill you. Because the one thing that Thousand Suns do fairly quickly is once you get engaged with them, especially with things like Death Company, Jump Pack Marines, is die. Rubric Marines do not enjoy being hit by Power Fists. Good thing he didn't do that, though, because he would have been punished immensely for it. Instead, he chose to take a much longer and slower game plan, putting so many units in Strategic Reserve, Jump Pack, Assault Intercessor Squad, Lamarty's with a 10-man Death Company Jump Squad, as well as those two Ball Predators.
Do what I can.
Obviously, downside here being that... it looks like Magnus can kind of rule the roost over here.
That's going to be some work.
We may see Magnus double moving to push up the side of the table here and get some shots down.
Easy stuff.
Although
Here to the movement phase.
he is going to be in danger of a Death Company Dreadnought if he does that. If the Death Company Dreadnought doesn't go down, Alakar said he would like nothing more than to engage Magnus with a Dreadnought.
Edge onto this thing while keeping the off the terrain and reducing the line of shot, and try to terraform that. When it comes time for that, what does terraform actually do? So, shooting phase 1 or more. Okay, so I don't need to decide now, but that is what he's gonna do. Let's not waste our Zangor Shaman now, because he's not necessary. So that means Assault Intercessors, 24 inches. So he'll just push up a tiny bit, but just hang out here so he's ready for the future. Okay, here's going to be the biggest one is... So these guys come in, they might as well come in on the objective. Some of them might not, but... So I guess... I don't care too much about Combi. Oh right, what objective is he? I missed that if you declared it.
It's okay, I'll just do the center.
Yeah, there we go. Yep, got it. So yeah, so we drop this squad down there. Hopefully we take out at least most of the Assault Intercessors and this guy. Then we just gotta go ham with Magus. So it'll be tough.
Chad, I just
I
I readjusted my audio settings real quick here. Let me know how things sound. I can futz with them a little bit as well if they don't sound great. Trying to get it so that the compressor works a little bit more naturally when I speak over the player microphones. Anyway,
we need to...
Yeah, this is a new GW layout. We are on layout for this game.
Here we do need
in Group D, layout 5. The new Games Workshop layouts, and players and I are having a discussion before the game. They're very interesting because they're widely skewed. So unlike previous seasons where the layouts were very conservative, we saw that in 9th edition where they were basically all just exactly the same. There was like 2 layouts essentially. And in the Leviathan format where there are only 4, which were meant to be fairly well-rounded and I think were generally pretty good. These layouts have they are dramatically reoriented or rebalanced towards different types of army archetypes. So in this case, this layout is very open and has a lot of open lines of sight for shooting armies. Definitely going to be a big boon for the Thousand Suns in this one. So it is a little bit unlucky that that Techie did sort of get this matchup on this particular layout. But obviously there are layouts that are similarly extremely good for melee armies. So there are things theoretically balance out, although in the individual game, obviously it's going to be skewed one way or another.
Okay.
The maps are they are available on my Steam workshop. They're not on the website quite yet, but they are available in the Discord. Exclamation point Discord. You go to T5S2 Rules and Resources. There is a link to all the maps over there.
That's the wall. Think.
So I'm gonna go double check. Yeah, there's a link to the map pool collection. Come join the Discord. Yeah, if you guys are interested as well, everybody who is coming in and might be new to the series. For those who don't know, the T5S2 is the
which I don't even know.
Online tournament series that I run, the Tactical Tortoise Tabletop Simulator Tournament Series, 5 T's and 2 S's, and that is ran largely through my Discord server. We do accept scores from other communities who run events. You're able to submit your scores to the standing, so it works a little bit like ITC, but for online play. And but in the Tactical Tortoise server, we run events weekly. We run events basically 2 to 3 every single week based on your time zone.
You're going to have to go on.
And those are using these maps and the rules that are found over in the Discord server as well.
Do it because you don't have movement.
Can you sponsor a tournament? I think absolutely. That'd be rad.
Angle.
For sure. Yeah. Hit me up in a DM either here or on Discord if you want to set something up. Absolutely, we could do that.
Since, but that is fine.
Played on this last night with sisters was very nice. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for sure.
So, let me grab them.
Let's run through the lists real quick, chat, while we're going through the first movement phase here, and Alakar is discussing his first turn movements. Exclamation point lists in chat if you want to get access to those lists. You can find all the information about this tournament at tts40k.com/invitational, by the way. That's where the current brackets are being hosted.
Honestly.
So you can find all of the information up over there. Alakar, or excuse me, Techie today is the list I have open. Running Blood Angels in a Sons of Sanguinius detachment, so that's the classic Blood Angels detachment, where you get +1 attack and +2 strength on the charge with your models. We have Lamarties as well as the Sanguinor.
Those are the threat. 2
jump chaplains, one of them with Artist of War, one of them with Icon of the Angel, plus a combi weapon lieutenant that we see up in the frontier, hanging out.
Okay.
He's going to be kind of useful because you can no longer Doombolt him from longer than 12 inches away, so he's actually a little tanky for a Blood Angel.
However, we can get more attack speed.
We have an Assault Intercessor squad, 3 units of Assault Intercessors with jump packs, the classic for Blood Angels, but also for basically any Space Marine at this point. 2 units of Death Company Marines, 1 of 5 and 1 of 10. We can see we have a 5-man over here on the table. That is with the Artisan of War jump pack chaplain. We have an Infiltrator squad for screening, plus 2 Ball Predators, a Death Company Dreadnought, a Gladiator Lancer, and last but certainly not least, a Calidus Assassin.
Might as well just stand here and body block.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the Calidus Assassin's actually sort of taking point in the back here, alongside the Infiltrators, making sure nothing could get to her. She did die really early in the previous game that Techie and Alakar played.
These guys.
In the event, the other jump pack chaplain's hanging out over here. This is the Icon of the Angel chaplain, chilling on the side.
Let's not.
Those guys we may just see those guys push up and try to knock down immediately the Vortex Beast, although they're not amazing at killing the Vortex Beasts, and we did watch the Vortex Beasts just sort of become invincible in the last game, although maybe Alakar's dice have run out of steam. I don't know. Hopefully we'll see that. Tried to download this TTS, can't figure it out because you're a noob. Exclamation point, how to play in chat for those who are getting into the game. If you're in the Discord server, we have a new player section where you can ask questions and get help if you need any help setting up any of the mods. Exclamation point, how to play has my tutorial playlist, and that also includes tutorials on installing TTS and using TTS. We also have... I also have a new tutorial that should be coming out actually tomorrow that I recorded yesterday that will be on a new mod that the community is using to source their models from, a single place where models can be sourced. Someone I saw asked a question about importing models themselves. You can import them yourself. A lot of times if you're getting miniatures from a mod on the Steam Workshop, those are oftentimes hosted by individual users, and those can kind of fall into disrepair, basically, if they don't get updated over in a long enough time frame. I think Steam eventually unhosts your assets,
Way forwards.
and
Team.
users can lose access to assets if they're hosted somewhere else, and then the host falls through, their account gets deleted, something like that. That can all impact it. Basically, all of the assets for individual mods are hosted.
Sure. Sure, he's measuring his...
They're usually hosted externally.
Let's see.
So reactive move triggered from the combi weapon lieutenant here.
Yeah, they're blocking up this area.
Wonder what we're trying to prevent.
Just off. So that would be back to this point.
Oh, he umbralific crystalled an infernal master.
Flamers or bolters?
Okay.
All flamers. Yeah, all my rubrics have flamers.
So we're trying to get an additional screen to not get these assault intercessors shot at. Ooh, there's like a little sliver on the side there that they're going to be seen down. That's unfortunate. Yikes. Speaking of which, let's talk about the other list real quick here. Over on Alakar's side of the table.
And then this guy
Alakar is running an Exalted Disc Sorcerer.
he won't get anything.
With Lord of Forbidden Lore, so he can duplicate Kabbalistic rituals that have already been cast. 3 Infernal Masters. One is just stock standard. One of them has the Umbralific Crystal, so that's the one that we put into the air. That in the controlling player's command phase allows you to choose to put that guy into reserve, and then in that reinforcement step, they'll reappear. That does mean that you lose their Cabal points, which is why we went from 17 down to 14 Cabal points for Alakar this turn. But it does mean that he's going to get the opportunity to use those guys very aggressively. We actually saw them
This guy could just
go kind of wild in a game recently. They were able to redeploy and then sort of exist for the remainder of the game, which was crazy. That was in NETC, actually. NATC. That was Ben Rubenstein. Umbralific Crystal and Infernal Master into his opponent's deployment zone, and they stood there for the entire game, and they ended up killing tons and tons of units. It was a shocking it was a shocking result. We also then have a Zangor Shaman who's hanging out in the side here, just a little 60-point sorcerer character that we can use to cast some Kabbalistic rituals. He's a useful little guy. We like him. We like a nice little
let's go about
little Zangor Shaman.
Okay.
We've got 3 units of 5 Rubric Marines alongside a unit of 10 Zangors.
That's actually nice. I can do actions.
2 units of Chaos Cultists that are taking up the center of the table here, as well as 3
first
Mutalith Vortex Beasts.
So
just big, tanky bricks who can take over the center.
And away from there, and he might as well stay as long as it doesn't screw anything up. We'll stay more than 4 away from that guy. On the edge of the table, that'll get us the line of sight we want.
Wow, this is such an aggressive movement here. Holy crap!
Kill the Dreadnought anyways. So how much can I actually put into those Death Company Marines anyways?
So Magnus just deployed on the line, double moving twice forward.
Correct.
The downside of Blood Angels focusing so heavily on melee attacks is that they then kind of allow the opponent to play a little bit aggressively in the early game without really being too punished for it. And that screen, that move from the Combi Lieutenant did actually force back the Umbralific Crystal unit, so they did have to drop pretty far out, although they're probably just going to flavor that guy to death. That is a trade.
Soul Reaper Cannon.
There's going to be a lot of dead Marines, I think, this turn. Maybe the Lancer can just convert 2 attacks into Magnus and kill him by accident. Alakar will forget to use his 0 damage stratagem on him.
Oh, we're actually going to miss Flamers on them as well. That's actually more work than needs to be here. Okay. Man, I do love... Can we get a line of sight off this guy? There we go.
The other question is if Alakar's Magnus continues to roll as well as he did in previous games. Because there is a non-zero chance, especially because we're going to be probably relatively low command points this turn. If Magnus flubs on the Death Company Dreadnought, and the Death Company Dreadnought gets to just charge him,
needs to be this guy.
then he could be in a little bit of hurt here.
Need to position these 2. Do they have line of sight? Yes. If that, no, so he'll have to go in front there. All this just for a few shots.
All that for
Okay.
drop blood.
Assuming this guy
Don't
has
worry,
line
I
of
got a lot
sight.
of blood. I'm literally a blood angel.
Yes, okay. Yeah, line of sight and then distance. Okay. So this guy won't do anything though. Anyways, continuing that, so Magnus does his double move, and then we've got no more call points, so it'll just be warp sight and nothing else. Or not, well, the thing to reduce the cost of warp sight by 1 CP, so that Magnus will then use warp sight
Okay.
to give line of sight to these guys because they're closer.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll start off with
So we're warp sighting, not re-rolling with Magnus.
Vortex guy first. Does he hurt himself? He does not.
Arcane Vortex will probably just pick up most of, if not all of, the Assault Intercessor squad here. But this means that Magnus is probably unlikely to split fire.
He's rerolling ones. Yikes. Okay, one, and I might as well turn actually one of those failures into a dev wound as well.
Okay.
So at
so
AP2, no cover.
No cover. Okay. One more sight. Okay. Make more.
Yikes.
So there's 2.
Okay, just 4 damage from dev wounds. And then the he didn't get in range, right? Yeah, this guy didn't get in range.
Was that every save made?
Then we'll go over to the Exalted Sorcerer, who has a lot of work to make up for, and probably should have fired first for Blast. He has that sometimes, but he'll get 6, so that'll kind of make it easier.
He doesn't have Blast.
3s, but no rerolls, because he doesn't have a squad with him. 1 dev wound, and these guys at AP2 no cover.
And 1
Thank
damage pop.
goodness. D3, so 2 damage, 1 damage, 2 damage, 1 damage.
So kill 1, 2.5. So leave
Yes.
the sergeant on 1.
Pretty terrible. Oh my goodness. See, this is every time I try to play fast, I just lose the sequencing and I just screw everything up. So another thing I have to walk back. Like I said, this guy was doing the action over here.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys, but yeah. It's okay if you don't want these guys to do it, because I didn't declare that like the other one. But
I'm okay with that since we do want to work by phases.
yeah. Yeah. Well, whatever. Yeah, that's what happens when you try to go fast. Okay, might as well get these guys. So the Soul Reaper Cannon and the Infernal Master will go into the Assault Intercessors.
Mm-hmm.
And the 3 dudes that can see will put everything into the Lieutenant with Combi Weapon.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, that will be... Right, let's do the Lieutenant with Combi Weapon first. So just 2 normal Flamers. For 5 shots. No, not. So 1 at AP2, 2 at AP1.
Okay. So AP1, so 4 ups on these, and 5 up on this. Cool.
Okay, and then the we'll do Little Flamer. 6 shots, needed that after those other ones. On 5s, just the reroll 1s. Nope. But we did get a lot of 5s, so 1 at AP2, 3 at those AP1.
Oops. 5 up. So take 1 damage. 5 up. 5 up. Take 2 damage.
Okay, let's see if Warp Smite can do a lot. Well, not when it just doesn't hit anything. Okay, over to the Infernal Master and the Soul Reaper Cannon. So Infernal Master, does he hurt himself for the hazardous? Does not. Number of shots. Excellent. That'll help out a lot. Reroll 1. Well, I mean, we'll just turn that one into a 6. So all those dev wounds, the rest of AP2.
5 ups here. That looks to be a whole squad.
A single damage each. So, yep, that'll actually... Yeah, that'll get him.
Okay.
Oh, we managed something. Okay, now for... I really want to put, I guess, this little gun into the combi weapon. But I can already see the Death Company Dreadnought surviving.
Nah, we're pulling for this DC Dreadnought here, chat.
And that's all we got left to do, so... Could put the little one into that.
Can he tank Magnus the Red, who will probably not have rerolls? The answer is that
I mean, yeah, he does
it's
have
more likely than I think
Death Company
you'd
Dreadnought.
expect.
Yeah, I'm gonna hate that combi weapon, dude. What's he got? He's got,
Can't believe the combi weapon
attack,
survived. That's so funny.
1,000 Sun Cultists, at least.
I think he does have sustained on him.
Okay, so there's a chance he does it, but probably fine. Yeah, no, I have to definitely kill this Death Company Dread. So Magus is going to put everything to the Death Company Dreadnought.
Okay. So you just have +1 to hit and wound, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I will. Smoking Armor Contempt is the same thing, so I'll just do Armor of Contempt.
Okay.
All right. Cross your fingers, folks.
Ooh, not what we'd like to see, but let's see if we can just...
A little bit of a low roll on the Gaze of Magnus.
Oh, lost a shot.
And he drops one on the hit roll.
On
I
Devoon.
think we're on 3s here.
Ah, and we lost one as well. So 2 at AP2 and 1 Dev Wound.
This is the big gun?
Yes, the big gun.
Okay. So AP2 down to AP1.
Wins on 3s, right?
Oh, yeah. T9.
Don't I have your T... Oh, your T9. Yes, so that's taking out 1.
Let's go, Dreadnought. We believe.
3 up.
There we go.
Still rolled 2, okay.
Okay, so that'll be 6 damage total.
It's gotta feel no pain. Uh-oh. No, not like this. No! Not like this, chat!
Okay, and then we'll do our little gun.
Flubbed on the saving throw and the feel no pains. 8 shots coming in from the explosion.
Come on.
Let's roll a bunch of 1s, Magnus.
Okay, so far so good. Come on. So 9s. No, so... Okay, so it's still 4s on this one. I didn't make a mistake on that one.
Yeah, 4s on my 2 up.
Okay, well, no dev wounds, so great.
4 2-up saves for him to make.
So just don't roll a 1 is what I'm hearing.
Oh, 1 goes through. Can we roll a 6 on the feel no pain?
What I'm hearing.
No, he went down exactly.
Not today.
That is so sad.
So believe that's everything. I can't.
That is so sad.
Oh, I guess I can attempt to try. Oh,
I'm crying, shaking and crying over here. For real, for real.
you know what? Yeah. You know what? These
Jesus.
charge.
Yeah, that would have been big if that Death Company Dreadnought had lived there. He doesn't kill Magnus for sure, and there is a non-zero chance he dies to Overwatch or something.
I believe I'll get.
But at the very least, he will kick the shit out of Magnus for at least a couple damage, and that makes it a little bit more awkward for this Gladiator Lancer to.
Copy. And over to you.
Pull, which I'm pretty sure I can't do versus you. Storm.
You cannot reroll Feel No Pain. Yeah. He was out of CP. This is the first battle round, so both players only had 1 CP to play with, so there's no way to reroll that. Yeah.
Don't have a lot of.
But it's Feel No Pain rolls are not one of the few types of rolls that are called out on the
Let's go ahead.
the command reroll stratagem. Yeah.
Let's see, line of sight onto this guy.
Oh, I apologize, chat. Yeah,
Hey, guy.
I retooled the sound here, and I think it might have muted the sound alerts. Let's see if I can fix.
They're cool. There. This is all gross. I don't think I'm killing a Needle Vortex Beast, but they at least force it to be in combat. That's something. Gotta be a Blood Angel. This guy just wanted to do that. If any time is a time I can take care of Magnus. It's not today. It is not today. Bump into here. This guy is going to walk over here. Mm, That's it there.
Okay, I think that fixed it, Chad.
The Calidus. Calidus is going to come. Let's see, how far is Magnus moving? $32, so you can touch onto this objective if you really want to. It's unfortunate. Guess I'll just keep her up for now. Alright, let's head into, oh yeah, Oath this turn. Who's it going on? Let's drop it on him. Moving phase, shooting. I'll go ahead and start with the Lancer. Is just going to put everything into the yellow Needleth.
Gotcha.
Let's see, there's nobody moving right. Yeah, everything's good to go. I'm just going to leave Magnus in a corner. Tackle on optics. Looking for threes with a reroll. 2 wounds on him.
Burn inbound.
Oh no.
I guess I can roll both of them, reroll the lower one.
Yikes.
Alright, 16.
16.
Was that a shot on Magnus?
Come on.
Oh no, this is a Mulith Vortex Beast. Just kidding.
No.
Oh, clips him for 12. He's on 1. Just get him with a pistol here. This is the dice
24.
that Techie needed in his last game, where he did
Shot 1.
stone nothing to his opponent's army
Shots.
because they made every feel no pain. This is what he needed last time. Yeah, that was big. That was a big shot there. That was so. Yeah, Mulith Vortex Beast down to 1.
Let's head
We
over to
could easily grenade it,
Death Company.
or maybe get it with a pistol.
Funny. I'll shoot a single plasma pistol into him. Not overcharged. Will hit. It will not wound. Alright. I'll fire.
I guess the Assault Intercessor has a 50-50 to get him with his charge impact attack, too. A little bit less than a 50-50 for sure, but he could get there. Yeah, that was the Lancers. The gun on the Lancers finally warmed up after an entire game of Warhammer 40,000.
Cool. And that is 4 dead yellow squad.
Okay. 6 up invuln. Oh, 2 dead.
Gross.
I have no reason to hold the center.
Okay.
We killed 3.
Alright. That looks good there. I guess let's shoot a plasma pistol into the Mutalith. I will not overcharge it. It will hit, and it will not wound. Cool. That's everything. So let's head into charges. I'm going to go ahead and charge the single guy here. He's going to go... I think he's able to make an 8 right here. No, looks like a 9. Where else do we want to go? Get a 9 right there as well. Let's go ahead and start with this guy. He's going to be going into... It's not a fun place to be here, is there? Start with the easy charge here, 2 inches, so I can stop thinking about it. 7, just popping over as far away from everything as you can. He's gonna go right there. Back to this. Let's go ahead and declare the 9-inch into all 3.
all three? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yep. And that's a fail. Cool. Let's do orange is going to go into yellow and the Mutalith. Nate, you got it. So this guy is going to come
Fortnite.
over here and base yellow, and everybody else is going to be jumping on this man.
I think I fixed the video alerts, chat. I did it.
Kill
I did it.
this bastard. You can go here.
I think that guy has to base this guy because you
You
declared
are
with the charge.
100% right. Let's do this guy can still go here, so I think
All right.
probably
Have at it, chat.
back up. Just
Get the,
this guy. And
get those Willem Dafoes in there.
it's there, so I can have two guys going in over here, and this guy can come in. So I'll have most of the squad coming in, which I'm fine with. And then blue squad coming over here. 10.
So at the very least, going to try to contest these objectives and give ourselves the best opportunity for good deep strikes the coming turn.
I forgot what I rolled. 10. Okay, so yeah, everybody's getting in. Alright.
That was a long charge. I hope he does not die.
Two mortals.
Two mortals. I need to do a... Take one.
That's a chip. Alright.
Yeah, the Vortex Beasts are
Sent the green guy in over here, but no.
kind of inept at fighting as well. Storm hostile objective in Ares and Isle, by the way, as are the draws for Techie this turn.
Fights. You...
Storm hostile objective is a good one. We're getting it either on either of these two center objectives, obviously. Ares and Isle. It's going to be a little tougher. You got to get rid of the units in the middle. That might be a CP for the Astartes this turn.
Our fists from the...
I don't think that they have the attack volume to kill all these guys. Little curious that we didn't try to charge into this Vortex Beast with the Jump Pack as Intercessor, and there's a pretty good chance he knocks it out
From the...
with the Impact Mortal plus his melee attacks, only needing to do 1 damage.
This. Cool. Looking for 4s.
I'm actually kind of shocked we didn't charge there, actually.
Like...
Getting rid of an entire Vortex Beast is huge.
Medial... White Mutalith.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so that'll be 2 damage each.
Oh my god, the Power Fists cracking into this guy.
7.
7. This is such a dramatic change from what the dice that we saw in this last matchup. These Mutalith Vortex Beasts are just bleeding wounds. It's so funny. This is the damage you'd expect them to take more often. That was a little bit of an outlier that last time around. Holy crap.
Let's look at 4, strength 6 with +1 to wounds. And then I have the Chaplain's Slappy Immortal I can do. If this isn't...
Well, at least I rolled good there. Let's see if I can do it again. 3.
3, so that means this Chaplain really needs to work. On a 4-5, it's D3. On a 6, it's 3. Okay.
Yay.
Got
Unfortunate.
Mutaliths around. Let's go ahead and do the 4 guys and the Chaplain.
I don't know if that Mutalith is gonna kill that unit by itself. It's definitely gonna need help, and it may need to fall back that turn.
The Chaplain.
There is a rubric unit hanging out back there that could pop out and have words with those guys.
3, 4, 5 for the Chaplain. Power Fist is held on 2s rerolling. And then I have 4 times 4, 16. On 3s. So 1, 2, 3. And these 3. Roll. Still miss these 2. And then looking for force.
Oh, huge underswing there, though.
Let me read the... I think you have to be on the point for me to re-roll ones here. So 8, 2 for 2s.
Okay, let's go 5 up. Oh, man.
Oh, just kidding. No, this is fine.
Power fists are just too much for me. Come on. Go. 11. What am I at? Okay.
How does Sarah not be winning on
One and one.
threes?
1 and 2. 1 and 2. Jesus.
I mean,
And then 4
yeah.
attacks. If the Chaplain Mortals works, then some of these might have been dead. Rolling for Death Company, and then 2s. You are no longer on this point. So just 2 invulns.
Invulns. 1 dies.
1. Okay.
We'll just go ahead. Take it from the end.
All good.
Death Company running on threes there, right? On the Vortex Beast?
Vortex Beasts. Oh yeah, those are strength 10. Do you want to redo, or are you happy?
I mean, if we can
Do
look
we have
at what
the
the rolls
if we
were.
have the old thing, what's
Plus 5 rolls.
Yeah, I was like, they pulled all the 4 up, so I was like, I don't know if that math makes sense.
I know it wasn't 5. I think it was 4. I just can't see back that many rolls.
I should be able to hit last 5 rolls on the.
Yeah, I think we did the thing against yellow, which
Okay.
5 rolls, because I can see Alakar's rolls on the for the Mutilate saves the Feel No Pains, but not the other ones. I want to say
it was what, like
4.
20 attacks, so we'll say like what, 4ish?
Yeah, I want to say it was
Probably on
4.
average.
It definitely was not 5, because I rolled 5 4s in there. So
Well, we are on stream, so we do have the technology.
yeah, if we want to clip it back.
Okay.
Wait a second. Do you want to pause the time?
Yeah, we'll throw a pause in there. And when I said 4, that was just based on like averages. I have no idea what it actually was.
I want to say that's what I remember. I just blanked on that since they were. Forgot they had the Chappie in there. But again, we have the technology.
But my Vortex Beast just doesn't want to make his 5-ups against those Pafists, so this could get him. Or maybe he was saving all the 5-ups for this.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah, it was an additional 4.
4.
4.
Okay. So
Hey.
4 more 5-ups.
Restart in time.
Okay. Oh,
Oh!
yeah.
Just gotta make one of these.
Can we change the pass, chat? We can't.
We did.
You did.
That's funny.
Change the pass.
I think that's most of the punches. The Combi Lieutenant.
That was,
Can you knock me off this point?
we went from having 39 wounds worth of Mutilith Vortex Beast on the table this turn to having 5, though. We did literally 34 damage to Mutilith Vortex Beasts between these combats and the Lancer shooting. That's a lot.
Nope.
That's a lot of damage. Knocking those out would have been huge.
Okay.
Obviously, they're still going to be able to pulse mortals and be a nuisance for the rest of the turn, but
You back?
theoretically, they will go down passively as the remainder of the game continues.
Do the Mutilith over here.
And as I said before, they aren't the greatest thing at punching back into Marine bodies. They have a high volume attack, but it's 0 AP, so Marines save it easily. And their big high AP attack is low volume, so
Damage.
it does have a pretty good chance of bouncing.
Then the one over here with the Death Company.
Bring it down, yeah. Just windmill slam it down. You're like, sorry, man.
But he can roll.
That's how it lies.
But he loses 2 wounds.
I do think this is a huge sort of army-wide push. Downside of
4 damage.
going second and having to do this on the at the bottom of the first battle round means that Techie is going to be pushed really far into the Thousand Suns players' lines before his reserves can come in. He does have the opportunity to rapid ingress this coming turn, so he's going to have a second wave of probably Death Company Marines jumping in there. You have to be really careful about how you rapid ingress into Thousand Suns, however, because they have the opportunity to respond to your ingresses. But that all being the case,
14. Yeah.
this is he's still going to lose a lot of stuff on the crackback here, regardless of whether or not he kills those Vortex Beasts. Would have been nice to get rid of them, though. But Magnus is probably going to try to come around it and clear out the things that can damage him, which is probably going to be this Lancer. And I think this Lancer is not long for this world.
I'll pass on to you. I did.
If Techie had survived with that Death Company Dreadnought and could
lift-
seriously damage Magnus this turn, this coming round, I think he would actually be in a pretty solid spot. As it stands, he did a bunch of damage, but he's not out of the woods yet. And
They changed area denial, so
things are going to get a little bit
yeah, it's with it.
a little dangerous for him.
I think
I'm so shocked we didn't charge this Assault Intercessor in,
like that. So yep, 3 points.
2 points.
because he is wounding this Vortex Beast on 4s, plus he has a Mortal Wound.
Okay.
Okay, for me, you'll block the terraform over here. We'll hold this one still for an 8 primary.
Just remember, the blue guys are the icon of the angel for falling back.
Blue guys, copy, yes.
Yep.
Okay, those guys are there already, so we're there. Battle shocks are every single vortex beast, so starting with the yellow one at the end. I think that's, yep, pass. Then the one with the Death Company, 7 is pass, and then the one on his own will fail. So we'll grab a
Kitty cat.
battle shock for
We
this
need
guy.
a inky branded battle shock token.
That is a great idea for sure.
Okay.
He did swing back with the beasts. They're just damaged and don't have a lot of attack, so I just don't think they did very much damage. Like I said before, the Vortex Beasts are like kind of hilariously inept at fighting Space Marines in melee. What they want to fight is either light infantry or like sort of heavy vehicles or heavy infantry. The medium infantry profile is something that they're really just perfectly statted not to kill very efficiently.
Chance if he does get
Especially when they're -1 to hit.
happening to him.
Although now that they're engaged, they can flamethrower at the guys at their feet, and that helps a little bit.
Call the horde, which gets thrown away. Containment and extend battle lines. Normally that would be great. So I guess we'll have to send this guy over here to contain. And then these guys are engaged, so ooh, I'd have to use these guys to contain. Well, it is what it is.
I'll get Chad.
Oh, that
I appreciate you
no.
coming and watching from Germany. Must be 3 a.m. over there.
Not battle.
So I appreciate you
Call this.
jumping in on the channel.
Okay, so we just want to block as much stuff as we can. So let's try and
So
figure this
rude.
out. So these guys can come out and kill everything there. We've got some... Yeah, that would have been nice if he wasn't gonna about to die. Really wish he hadn't taken so much. Okay, let's open up containment then. Yeah, this guy will just help things along. Oh, that would have been so convenient if he could have done it like that, though. And actually, I mean, it's not like he's gonna hold it anyways, but it would have been convenient if he could have stood on the objective.
It looks like we killed a Death Company Marine and a single Assault Intercessor with the Mulith Vortex Beast attacks.
His circle... This guy probably dies, so we can't count on his circle. Means we'll have to send out the Disc Sorcerer, I guess, to fill in that. Let's see what we happen here. I'm not battle shocked, so Vortex Beast over here is gonna fall back.
So, question for Overwatching. Technically, he's engaged when he starts his move. Since I have pistols, could I fire those?
My
while-
cultists are still engaged with you, so luckily I'll be able to avoid that. But yes, you could have overwatched me when I landed next to you.
Spicy. I've never done that. Usually pistols aren't quote unquote the best thing to Overwatch with.
So the pistol rule's shooting phase only, so it doesn't work while you are engaged.
It's like big guns never tire.
Yeah, I think the wording is identical.
Cool. Learning stuff in pod finals.
That up a bit. Ooh, okay. These guys will definitely be falling back the maximum distance they can.
Okay. I'm going to reactive move with the lieutenant.
Yep.
Trying to escape.
Okay. That covers up there. So unfortunately, yeah.
This lieutenant just bouncing around is so funny.
In the back a bit then.
2:56 a.m. over there in Germany.
Cover that.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, thanks for coming and spending your 3 a.m. watching Tactical Tortoise. I appreciate that. I hope you had a great day and are having a wonderful evening. And are enjoying the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave these guys.
Definitely a spicy one so far. This sort of all-out aggression from the Blood Angels was
This guy's my other.
very characteristic and did a lot of damage.
Just to make sure that didn't just do that, did it? So what's that? 7 inches. 5. So I have to move like straight through, but I can't go through. So what's our goal here? So is our goal to be up here or over here? This guy can fall back as well. Yeah, so our goal is up here. Three-ish, and then we have to go straight through. And then that's 0.2, so 8, 3.8. No, 2.8. Something like that. Anyways, this is enough. And we'll see if we can mortal wound you. Haha.
No.
Considering you fight first, I almost wonder if blowing myself up. No, I'd have to get that. So if I blow myself up, then these guys can go out. But then we'd have to. So first of all, we need to. Man, why did I choose white as a color when this blends in with the map so much? Okay, so even without anything, I'll have to plug in this gap here, but otherwise flamers are not going to show up other than here-ish. So oh, do I have to double move these guys? I guess I do, yeah. That's a double move there, or I didn't lose any cabal points, that's 17. So that's a double move on these guys to block off that corner. But then once I do that, I don't need to worry about getting flamed. So these guys can just be over here. I went first, so we have a rapid ingress here-ish at best, something like that, without a double move. So yeah, let's just, sorry, well, move him back then. Let's just move right back. As long as we plug that other gap in.
Oh, we're happy to provide that content, Charlie D.
No, these guys are falling back here, so that should be fine.
We've got this game, and we've got another game. It is starting about an hour, so we'll probably have to jump into that one after it's begun. But we'll have lots of 40k for you tonight.
Okay, and let's actually fall back with these guys. I guess I gotta care about this guy. Okay. Now, how's it looking for the rapid ingress? So let's see. If I grab this guy to fill in there, these guys can then help though there. This guy's got there. I mean, it's a pretty big squad. I think we'll be fine. So let's, at the very least, he'll take the brunt of it.
Downside of not getting rid of these vortex beasts is that there's a lot of stuff in the way here that can block these future deep strikers.
This
Yeah, I don't do Age of Sigmar chat.
is
My channel's 100% 40k focused. So I'm
guy up to
splitting the community is not really the best idea.
enough range. And
If people want to play Age of Sigmar in the server, I'm happy to support anyone who wants to run any kind of event, though. To be clear, so if people are interested in it and they somebody wants to run it,
yeah,
I will help them out.
regardless of what we do. So then
I just don't play it myself.
kill. So we'll move these guys over then. Oh, there's that Denitus. He's got an inch more, but that's fine. So he can actually squish in a bit more. Okay. And there's just this guy who, again, also doesn't really care. He'll just, I guess, go over here. That'll give him. No, I need to decide on my double moves first, so. These guys go up and cover that. Magus goes over here. We can do that. Then if we need to, we do that stuff. Now, at the end of the day, that goes that. Ooh, yeah. I definitely made that mistake with the Infernal Master. Okay, well, we'll see how much that punishes me for it later. In that case, let's... Yeah, we'll be more aggressive with this guy. Move right up to here. Well, could be rough. Seriously, why did I choose such light-colored circles that I can barely see? Yeah, that's everything moved, I think. That's my 2 containments, and then extend.
They invent a bolter you can switch to AOS.
That was done. Well,
Yeah, no, I'm
still, that's.
You're totally right, chat. The Magnus moving down the back here is I think
We'll go end of the movement.
potentially game ending for
Do you want progress?
Blood Angels.
Go ahead, rapid ingress.
You really needed that Death Company Dreadnought to survive to at least sort of stifle Magnus for a sec and at least put Magnus in danger. Here's the rapid ingress. We're going to be pushing the Death Company in here. Oh, this is such an aggressive position. Holy shit.
And then this blue line here is 9 from you, correct?
Yes.
Awesome.
Whoa!
Blue one fell back, which is good. The purple one can't see here, so that's good. Just trying to get away from Magnus. And then
Yeah, so trying to make it so Magnus can't double move back into line of sight.
18
I don't know if it's going to work, though. I think Magnus can cross this gap.
here. I mean,
This is only a 12-inch ruin,
fine.
and Magnus can spin freely when he moves now, so he can arc his line of sight around the corner. I don't think this will save us.
There.
This is insanely aggressive. This is ludicrously aggressive.
Okay.
I expected maybe in the corner over here. Or on this side of the ruin. I did not expect the dead middle of the table.
So we'll do our vortex.
I guess that's true. At least the Lancer survives if that's the case. But we're also just getting shot by this Infernal Master.
The combi weapon guy.
Okay.
That'll just be 1 mortal wound.
Mortal saves it.
And then on the assault intercessor, just 1 mortal wound.
Dies.
Just all we need. This guy will do it to the Death Company.
Mhm.
We'll do D3 for 2.
2 6-ups. Make 1.
Okay, and then this guy will do these dudes here.
Sure thing.
Oh, was I gonna? Well, that's is what it is. Yeah, what the? Oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay, so we'll just do that then. Yeah, that'll be D3 for 1.
Okay. Let's do this guy.
Well, I guess I need to put some Doom Bolts in that because I did not fall back. Which was kind of an option, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I think I need to just Doom Bolt twice over here then.
Okay.
I think that's... And then we'll, if we extend our range, we slow you down a bit there, then that would still reach.
Yeah, Assault Intercessors
Wouldn't reach the arcane.
might lay the Vortex Beast low here, but I think that Alakar would be behooved to put as many resources into the Death Company as he can.
And we just...
Now that they're in line of sight, that definitely seems like the play to me. Because if he can kill most of the unit and then potentially binding tendrils them, force them to move aggressively forward, and then get a good overwatch on them as well, he could kill most of the unit before they even hit. And if that's the case, we might be in for a short game here. Because this Death Company unit needs to connect in a big way, and I think for Blood Angels to win this game.
Take the wounds.
But I guess we're just Doom Bolting into the Assault Intercessors.
This guy's 2. No, it's a 2.5. I think I'm gonna. Put the
I
wound on
wonder
the-
if we just give up on that then. That's gonna fail anyways, so... Yeah, so we'll have to give up on that then. So we'll use a double move from blue squad here to move pink squad to be screening.
Mhm.
Might not be able to move that far, but we'll start there and see how good we can get.
Did you cast 2 Doom Bolts though?
No, I just did the 1. I started with the 1 because I thought, yeah, what if this happens and we just fail anyways?
So they're Kabbalistic rituals are simultaneous. So you declare all your casts and then you resolve them in the order you choose.
Oh, really? I thought you just went through them one at a time.
No, because they all occur at the same time, and then you get to sequence them in whatever order you want.
Okay. We'll play it like that then, and I'll stick to my 2 demon bolts then.
Okay. Don't worry, you'll roll a 6 and just kill the unit like last time.
Yeah, it's in the judgment doc under the effect timing section.
Well, I did get that
Told
6,
you.
so That certainly makes up for the last one. It will just be 7.
That usually does not come up, but that is a good instance of the case where it does.
7 done. Chappy.
It's actually, that's a judgment rather than an FAQ. It's because the 40k has an unclear timing system. This is actually the timing that's been adopted by most competitive circuits
Infernal
at the time of broadcasting. Basically, the core rules only state that when effects occur at the same time, you can choose the order in which they happen, but you don't.
I think it's worth it.
You don't get to choose the order in which they're declared.
rolling.
So all of the Kabbalistic ritual declarations must occur at the same time, and then you can choose the order in which they resolve, which means that you've already chosen what they're going to cast. What they target and how much damage they do is resolved in whatever order you want, but whether or not you're doing them must be chosen at the same time.
But yeah, should be fine. We're not going to waste CP here. There, we'll take full...
Yeah,
only wounding you
I have no idea if it's the intended interpretation, but it's what the communities, I think, decided on as kind of as a whole,
that into a set.
because the rules are very unclear about that.
AP2.
But this is, I think, literally the only instance that I've ever seen that effect
Yes,
occur,
recover. So
or
you'll have
that
guys in cover.
ruling come into play, because most of the time it doesn't make a difference.
So
Okay,
6
so 3, 2 damage.
So I'll die, live, die. So I'll lose these
Okay.
2 guys.
And then the warp smite hits both of them. Yay. 4 up to, yep, so 2 dev wounds from the psychic. And that's just 1 damage each.
We'll lose guy.
And then we'll do the pistol flamer while we're here. Get 6. 5s with full rerolls. Oh my god, get in. There we go. So 1 at AP2.
Right. Doombolt's basically the one instance in which it matters, because it's the only one of those effects that has a random effect.
So I'll live with it. And this will be on a 4 up.
So theoretically, you could declare and resolve 1 and use that to inform your subsequent decisions, but the implication of the core rule is that all of those decisions have to already have been made. But I think every other instance of that effect is now
Feel no pain, so
is now either covered by the core rule that forces the active player to resolve their effects first, or the order doesn't actually matter.
Finally, the Soul Reaper Cannon.
I think Doombolt is like the one.
Sustains 1. And 1 dev wound and 1 at...
You could also have like multiple reactions trigger simultaneously, and then like the decision to use a reaction could depend on the result of other reactions. So like a bunch of things occurring at the end of a movement, for example. And whether or not you use a reactive move stratagem could be contingent on how many other reactions occur, but you would have to make that decision before any of those get resolved. So
Go into the chaplain.
that's another instance where it could matter. If you have an auto 6 reactive move and a d6 reactive move, for example, whether or not you use the auto 6 reactive move could depend on the result of the d6, but you would have to have declared it first.
12.
It's very quarter case. It's insanely quarter case.
2 at AP2, rest at AP1.
Alright. Can I get cover on these, or are these flamers?
Flamers.
Oh, they're into Chap. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh. Yes, Chappy's gone.
Okay, and then over here,
Oof.
you get cover, but you've got plenty of guys in cover, so I'll say, yeah, basically everything has cover. So we'll start off with our Warp Smite.
Lost that whole Death Company unit there.
Both of them. Oh, and sustains 1. Yay. And 4 ups with rerolling 1s. 3 dev wounds.
Okay. 6 up.
Does Magnus have a feel no pain against mortals? Magnus doesn't have a feel no pain at all.
And then
Magnus has damage reduction against non-psychic attacks. That's one of his modal abilities. He can turn that off to make himself faster
Ooh.
if he wants to, but that's the one he holds up most often.
He's doing the -1 damage, guys. Anyways.
Rerolling the 1, doesn't do anything.
The Mutalith Vortex Beasts are what took all the damage previously, and they just have a Field Now Bane against everything.
For 1 damage.
Oh, actually, Magnus can get, I should clarify, Magnus can get a Field Now Bane against psychic attacks as a stratagem, to clarify. But obviously, he wouldn't get his damage reduction, so he only ever gets one of the two.
3s, 2 dev wounds, and the rest at AP1, you get cover.
And that's psychic only. And it also only triggers when he's targeted by an attack. So it doesn't work against a lot of like the psychic powers that inflict mortal wounds automatically, for example. Which is a little bit weird.
Okay. Big questions. This guy will fire his flamer into the chaplain.
My co-commentator's over here, having just greedily sucked down a bunch of water and is actively drooling.
4 at AP1.
What a mess.
No cover.
No cover, so just 4-ups.
Oh, exactly kills the other chaplain too. Oh, this is brutal, chat. We still have so much in reserve, but I don't know if it's going to be at the right... to be able to set up in the right positions. Yeah, we needed to kill those Vortex Beasts, I think. That was so unfortunate.
Oh, no, that's with the Phobos Librarian. So yes, I will fire everything at the...
You can still shoot them, they just have
Yes.
like a 6-up Field Now Bane.
Yes. So yeah, he's got no other targets. So, yep.
Magnus... Wait.
So starting with the big gun.
Magnus didn't move far enough to see the Lancer? Is that the case? Or is this the Mutalith? Can the Mutalith see those guys?
2s.
No.
2.
Yeah, no, this is Magnus. Oh, my God.
3 at AP2.
There's still a Lancer going to be on the table at the end of this?
Guys on cover. I'll save 1, so 2 guys taking 3 damage. First one will die, second one will die.
And then +4 because of the blast.
Ooh.
So 10 total.
Yeah, Magnus has a limited range, though. And
Doing better on this one.
the question is
Still 2s.
whether Alakar wants to spend to extend the range. It
So
doesn't look like he wants to here.
I only have 2 guys on cover left. So yes.
Yeah, he's only at 24-inch range.
So 1 guy will take 2 damage. And he'll live. Alive. 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 Alive.
No way.
Okay.
And they tanked him?
The end. For 2 damage.
Sure.
So they're going to retain control of the objective?
This,
No way, chat. What is this game? This is a roller coaster ride.
And then
That's the Magnus I remember.
leave.
That Magnus is on loan for
God, I don't think.
from my army. That dude, my Magnus fucking
God.
hates to kill people.
2 blast shots.
My Magnus is too nice of a guy.
So yeah, we're gonna have to do it eventually anyway. So 1 CP to give this guy extra range so that he can.
Yeah, he was a 66% chance to whiff on the dreadnought and just get charged, melt-a-gunned twice and charged by a Death Company dreadnought and then getting the shit kicked out of him.
These guys are good.
I still think Thousand Suns are in the driver's seat this game. I don't really know if Blood Angels are in a position where they can really capitalize on that failure.
That was a lot better.
But
big
AP2 no
flamer?
cover. Yes, this guy's a flamer.
Arcane Fire, okay. Just 5-ups.
oh my god.
Okay, that's ordered roll. So
Which reminds me
1,
there was
2, then 2, 3 damage. Or
But
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3.
1, 2, 2. So I don't have anybody injured at the moment. So the first 2, 1 guy. Come on. I'll make both. The next 2 damage one, I'll die. So 1 guy down, 2 guys down.
All right, my co-commentator's here. She stopped drooling, which I appreciate. So it looks like we've lost 4 Death Company. Still quite a loss there because that unit hit so hard. A little unfortunate because they are probably only going to get to kill 1 Rubric squad here. So the hope is that we can come in with the reserves, clip out this the wounded Mutolith Vortex Beasts.
Okay, well, 5 at AP1, no cover.
We need the Lancer to hit something valuable and kill it.
Take 3 damage.
And then be able to sort of close out with the Ball Predators.
Firing the blast into there for plus.
We also have the Sanguinor as well, that's waiting in the wings.
That guy fell back.
Yes, he did fall back. That's all my shooting then.
Ooh, yeah, 4 Death Company down.
Any charges?
This guy flamed into combat, so he's not doing anything.
Yeah, the counter punches from all the stuff in reserve.
Nice.
The Ball Predators are extremely good. If they can get all their weapons on a Rubric squad, they're extremely good at hitting the Rubrics.
Having trouble here.
I think that with all the Vortex Beasts alive, things are a little bit awkward for them.
Well, technically the charge phase, but that would be suicidal, so... Over to you.
Yeah, charge would allow a Sanguinor intervention a turn early.
And containment.
Okay. Let's see, establish locus and mark for death. Who would you like to mark?
Ooh, well, not the vortex piece. They're pretty...
Yeah, I think that we wanted to hold the CP up on Alakar's side to protect Magnus potentially against the Lancer.
Predator comes over here. Doesn't reach my Zangors. These guys can't reach the Zangors, so Zangors will be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've had some Sanguinor fucking nightmares, chat.
I guess is -1.
I've experienced full power Sanguinor, and that man, he's not messing around.
These
I think I had Sanguinor over 2 fight phases do 16 damage to a Lord of Change.
guys should be...
And survive all its melee attacks and its ranged attacks as well.
These guys should be
I
safe,
was like,
and then,
okay.
yeah, basically just have to use Mag.
All right, man. You got it, buddy.
Magus can
It was a little silly.
you. That'll be marked for death.
Awesome. And establish.
But the other thing to keep in mind, though, is that Sanguinor in this situation is hitting just Rubric Marine squads. So almost regardless, he's going to be very lethal.
Love for this.
If he can precision and get a couple good dice rolls, he can knock out their character, and then the Rubric Marines have a very, very little chance of doing any damage to him themselves.
Make sure we
They probably have to fall back, and then he's off to the races.
phase. Let's go ahead and let me see if I battle shock here for points. I do fail, so I will not.
Oh no! The Infiltrator squad fails its battle shock check. So Magnus refusing to kill it is not going to come into play there. Too bad.
Go ahead. There's this guy. Just gonna go. Come up here. Let's see, 24. So if I came, I'd have to go up to there, which I can't do. 24 for this guy. I'll probably just do that. Just stay right there. Toad onto the objective.
It's not that they know no fear, chat. They're just hunkering down. They can't go and grab the objective because they're too busy being like eviscerated by warp blasts.
Real.
They had to take cover to survive.
So -2, so I'm moving 9 inches.
Yeah, so it's -2 to your movement as well as your
Essentially
charge.
-4 total. So it's like they're 25 away, so I can't get to them. That's okay.
So the Arcane Vortex guy is going to live.
And
We'll push to the other unit, most likely.
I just need to kill a lot of the stuff around them in the meantime. 10 inches. Let's go ahead and
Yeah, unfortunate that we had to put that squad into a position where the
just get a 6-inch bubble.
disc sorcerers could see them, because they've been binding tendrils.
Will you do that? I'll overwatch you with the Infernal Master. I'm assuming you won't want to touch the
Sure.
objective.
No. Just
Okay.
get those couple guys on there.
Okay, we'll start off with the Infernal Master. It's all 1 damage. Does not hurt himself. 8. no re-rolling, but lots of dev wounds. I'm pretty sure I already used my 6 because you went. Yeah, I went first. So
So these are
AP 2, you get cover.
Yeah, so I'll take this many 6-ups. I'll lose 2 guys.
Okay, and then we'll do the 2 warp smite. Have to hit on 6s. Yay, got 1 and it sustains. 4 ups, re-rolling 1. Yikes. Well, 1 dev wound.
Okay. I'll take it.
Then the mini flamer. Just 1 shot from the small flamer. Doesn't wound. And the 3 normal flamers. We'll do 12. 4s re-rolling 1s. Pretty good. 1 at AP2, the rest at AP1.
Alright, I guess I'll put this on the... Well, covers matter. So 3 damage total.
Oh no, that's not a dev wound, it's a AP2.
Oh, it's an AP2. Okay. Oops.
Okay,
so
it's just
I'll
damage.
take 2 damage. And this one more guy. Or no, 1 guy and a
And then our Soul Reaper Cannon needs 6s. Gets 1, sustains. Rolling. 2 at AP1, you get cover.
Okay. 1 more damage. Alright. Like 1.
Okay,
No, sorry, that was... That should be in 1.
half
because
wound, yeah.
I just took somebody. Oh, that's a wrong squad. Get back here. Yeah. It's something. Alright. I think... Yeah, that's fine for movement. I'm trying to kill off a couple mutaliths that are hanging around a little too long. I will drop down a Calidus over here. So I think that's pretty much all the normal movements. I'm gonna drop down a Calidus over here. Let's drop down a bald predator. Ooh, I might be able to drop 2 bald
A
predators.
little awkward. The Calidus Assassin actually doesn't get her anti-infantry against the Zangor Shaman. It's like the one disc mounted
Yeah, you
character that is not infantry.
I don't know if I have to do like Tetris to get in here.
pretty sure you got, so this is the to the front guy. This is roughly your line, so it should be pretty easy.
Yeah, I just have to make sure my butt is like the elevated part. I'm not scooching a little bit forward. Right. Yeah, that looks fine to me.
Yep.
Those guys are going down there. These guys, I don't know where they're dropping. Probably dropping down over here. Let's see. So can I edge anybody over here?
It does look like. Oh, give me a second. That's there we go. That's the right one. But yeah, you've still got it.
Okay. Well, I've kind of decided what flank I'm dying on. Both of them. Shooting phase. Let's see. This guy has. You can see him. Let's
Okay,
shoot this.
shooting phase. I'll activate my reroll for 2 Cabal points.
Sure.
Off these guys.
All right. I'm gonna put the heavy flamers here, and then I'll put hunter killer over here, and then I'll put big flamer stormbolter here. So let's start with the heavy flamer into pink for 7.
Oh man, look at that roll. 7 wounds on the cultist. They do have a 6-up invuln. They fail them all.
7 dead.
See ya. See ya, cultists.
The yellow
I
mutalisk.
get a couple.
And that clears off that objective.
I do.
Nothing else hiding there.
A hunter killer is a hit, and it is a wound into your yellow mutalisk.
Oh no, I don't like that. Okay, let's go.
Oh, 5 up.
Well,
Drum roll, please, everybody. Goes through.
still terrible. How much damage?
3, I think. Yep.
Got him.
Take
Get 'em.
2, which will.
The first is down. And he explodes! Oh no! Then they deadly demise for d6 damage. There's a 1 in 6 chance this sorcerer dies.
My exalted sorcerer.
Who are you doing first?
Exalted sorcerer first.
Oh, it's only 2.
It's 2.
All right, that's still damage. 5 cultists go down too. That's brutal. All right, and now we're gonna get 2 flamestorm cannons onto the rubric marines. We're firing at the one that has a more limited line of sight first, so it can't be pulled out on the second one.
Not the best, not the worst. 3 2-for-2s into them.
Although I think that means we lost maybe a heavy flamer shot into Magnus, which is kind of key.
Sorry, this was the big flamer.
Yes, the flamestorm into blue.
Okay, we'll use our reroll.
Okay.
They'll all fail because you have AP2, right?
Yes.
3 rubrics get cooked.
3 guys gone.
He's like, "You think that's a flamer? Check this flamer."
That had. It was
Yeah,
probably
that
this
was-
one. Yeah.
Yep. So it's
The Balls Flamestorm Cannon is it is better than a single Redeemer shot,
heavy flamer target.
um,
I'll go ahead.
but not as good as both Redeemers put together. It's the only difference.
So it's heavy flamer.
Pull out their data sheet actually, chat.
Um,
The only difference is that it has
and I'll put the
the same number of attacks but a longer range, but they only have one of them versus the 2 that the
killer into Magnus,
Redeemer has.
and it does not wound.
But still, D6 plus 3, strength 6, AP2 for 2 damage is a disgusting profile.
That is
And
fine.
especially because oftentimes they can assault into infantry.
Okay. Still can't make our saves, so let's see what we got here. So that's 2 dead, and then
Yeah.
I can use.
Plus, they have 2 heavy flamers on the sponson mounts as well. So they're shooting a grand total of 3d6 plus 3 auto-hitting attacks when they fire.
I have a Stormbolter coming at you.
Their capacity to clear infantry is nuts. So the Infernal Master lives because they're very sticky to kill.
Answer, I'm just gonna shoot into.
We're just going to zap Magnus with a big laser beam.
To this guy. I can't see cultists. I think the rear of me. Yeah. I'll put all the little shots into Magnus, and
Interesting.
let's put the big gun into this guy.
Shooting this sorcerer,
Big gun.
not Magnus.
2 hits. 2 wounds into red.
Okay, buddy.
All right, he's going to have to make both of these.
2. Average.
See ya.
Okay, will blank damage and save him.
Okay. Let's do all the little stuff into Magnus. So 3 shots from this. 4 shots from this.
Yeah, clock difference is big for sure. That is a downside of playing Thousand Suns. They're extremely
And into Magnus.
action and
Icarus.
sort of thought intensive. So they do take a long time to play. Typically,
2s because you're.
they are played aggressively. They can do enough damage that they'll like roll that out into a win at the late game. And they also die fairly quickly. So your late game takes much faster than your early game, obviously.
Yeah, this guy wasn't on. Okay. Let's do the.
But yeah, it is a consideration for sure.
I guess I could just grenades into here, no? And then just shoot all my pistols.
Yes, these guys.
Yeah. I guess I'll just throw grenades at the mutolith. Was that 66, right? One mortal wound out of mutolith.
Oh no,
Hey,
that's unfortunate.
we'll take it.
The diciness of grenades.
Thankfully, this guy had 2 wounds.
Yep, I'll just shoot a bunch of pistols at him.
No, no.
I will not overcharge the plasma. So 2 of those. 2 hits, look for 5s, 1 wound.
It'll go through.
1 damage.
We take it.
And the Vortex Beast goes down. No explosion. Awkwardly, that means that these Death Company don't have an easy charge. I think it seems like what was expected was they charge into that Vortex Beast to get them behind the wall here and get an easy kill. The downside is that they're currently bound, so they are -2 to their charge roll. So they would need a 7 to get into the Rubric Marines, but they do have a baked-in reroll, so maybe it's fine. The other opportunity is that they could charge only the Vortex Beast, use that movement to springboard themselves, and then try to kill the Vortex Beast at the beginning of the
Mutalith
charge phase,
as well.
or at the beginning of the fight phase, excuse me, and then pile into the Rubric Marine unit behind.
Does not wound. Lamarty's hits. Does not wound.
But that is a coin flip to occur, unfortunately. The Champlain mortal wounds are not particularly reliable.
They're doing their own thing. Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. Am I missing anything? Let's go to charges. I'm going to charge this squad. It's going to go to Mutalith and Green Squad. 6 makes it. Let's see how far this can go. You can base here. This guy can base.
They're -2 movement, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes, so it's 4. So probably.
So I think they need a 7 to get into the Infernal Master squad, because they were 5.6 away.
So I will headstrong. This would be really annoying if this does not work. 1-inch charge. Fantastic. Let's do red into your purple.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about there, chat. I think we need to declare only the Mutalith Vortex Beast.
Your white.
That Binding Tendrils,
That does not
pretty brutal. And that is decidedly transformative to the game state. I think that unit is going to get picked up pretty trivially here. Magnus has a pretty good chance of knocking both Ball Predators out. He can kill one with shooting and then charge and kill the other one. There's still 2 Infernal Master equipped Rubric squads and a Mutalith Vortex Beast in the center. A sad...
It's a 7-inch charge, so I missed it by 1.
A sad end to what was otherwise a pretty exciting turn.
So I will pass. We don't have any.
And we failed the deep strike charges too. Ugh. That's not what you want to see. You don't want to see no charges being made as a Blood Angels player who relies entirely on charging.
Established Locus for a CP. Pass.
Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. So Magus is going to be -1 damage because I don't want him Overwatch. See what our cards are. Bring it down and overwhelming force. Well, I guess that
Overwhelming forces is
first off
a little funny, but these models back here are holding this objective, so that will be
guys, which is
possible. Otherwise, Blood Angels aren't on any of the objectives. Thousand Suns, unfortunately,
and
now that nobody's preventing them from getting onto those objectives, are
fails,
running up the score pretty fast.
The Shaman passes. This guy. Nope, he's good. Good. That guy's at 2, so he's good. Okay, that's Battle Shock, so we'll score 8 for our primary. And yeah, I think if Bring It Down's on the table, then that does decide what we're going to do there, then. Magus against the world. Okay, that's all for command phase. Yep, always dev wounds. Okay, so Sanguinator's still coming in. Otherwise, lots of stuff here to shoot at. Oh.
I wonder if you... There's 2 ZP floating for the
Ah, I see.
Blood Angels.
There.
Unfortunately, Magnus did turn on his medicine damage. That's obviously the correct play.
So let's...
Would have been funny if he didn't, because I think there's a chance that Sanguinor comes in. You overwatch him with Ball Predator, clip him for a ton of damage, and then Sanguinor fights first and has a chance to kill him. That would have been
One guy.
extremely funny. I don't think that's going to happen, though.
Mutalith will just... We'll move him after, because I think we want to. So... I think our Shaman, how can he be annoying? He can just stand behind here, and he'll try to terraform.
I'm gonna overwatch him when he
Well,
starts his
I guess
movement.
he doesn't have to declare it now, but okay, he'll get overwatched. Switch to you, because my clock is terrible.
3 wounds.
Okay.
B2.
Wait, 3 wounds? Oh my goodness. Well, he's gone.
Cool.
Where was the flamer?
Well, now you don't have to get overwatch with Magnus.
Okay, well he was alive in the command phase, so we just lost 1 in the command phase there, so... Down to 16.
Do the Mutalifts get any co-op points, or is it just sorcerers?
Nope, just the sorcerers. So we lost 1 off that guy and 1 off the little squad that was taken away. Oh, are we just at a range here? There we go.
I think you got it.
We got it. He'll try to do the same thing if he's not needed for anything else. This Mutalith goes over this way much as he can. Those guys... Actually, I think this guy needs to do that. This one's definitely just up 5 inches here. Grab him an inch there. Do you think we can do it? I believe. No, let's think about screening. Okay. Just quickly here, so that. That guy's gotta stay still anyways. So Magus is gonna come over here. Really body blocking, but setting himself up with a nice charge as needed.
Blood Angels are in Sons of Sanguinius, Chance. They're the bespoke Blood Angels detachment.
Just gonna
Exclamation point lists in chat. We'll get you the lists, by the way.
just move. Yeah, no other way to do it. We'll do that.
No Overwatch on Magnus.
Yeah.
I think Techie has just decided that he's not going to kill Magnus, so why even bother? Which is definitely a choice. That's what a lot of players do.
But I can't.
They just say, it's not worth even trying. I'm always curious.
And unfortunately...
Because I think Magnus is a little squishier than people give him credit for, especially if you can overload his saving throw.
If you want to rapid ingress.
Sure. Do you want to pass time over to me?
Yep.
I am going to rapid ingress the Sanguinor. He's pretty much coming to like the same place these guys were. I do have to be visible to be doom boltable, right?
Yes, I do have a double move before I can decide, though.
Yeah.
Though, as we said, I have to declare all my cabal points things at once, but I will do that right this time.
Well, yeah, if you're sending him up there, that's one thing. Could also just bring it back here, which is nice. Let's see. Are you able to double move the vortex?
Yes, I can double move any unit that's within 18 inches of my dudes. Of my actual caster guys.
Okay. I'll drop them there.
Okay, right, so... I'd like to double move this guy over here, which would be 5, and then we'd double move, but then not have enough for Doom Bolts. So I think we might just give up on this objective then. That might be the better. Give up on the objectives and just secure these deaths, maybe? Okay, first of all, can this guy fit back over this? He can. Okay, that's going to be my double move, I think. So double move, Doom Bolt just to make sure. No, we'd want a Doom Bolt here because these guys are. We have a lot of things. So I think we just. Yeah, it's just 2 double moves and then a 1 CP less strat. Or do we even need the... yeah, we need it, so... Okay, so yeah, that's what we're going to do. So 16 Cabal points on a double move over here, and then this twinned double move over here from this guy, affecting anything within 18 inches. And then a Magnus will take 1 less CP on a strat.
Okay.
Okay, and now we'll do them all. So with the double move, this guy will move back here. And then this guy will hop over this wall. And then we'll try to maintain coherency. Except we'll try to do it with this guy because we won't have to kill that. Okay, do we have coherency? Yes, we do. Okay. It's a lot to ask from this one guy, but we're going to try it. Okay, so actual shooting phase. So first of all, declare it in the shooting phase. So this guy and this guy are terraforming. This guy won't terraform. We need other stuff. Okay, so let's start with the stuff that matters. So everything from this Infernal Master Squad that can reach is going into these guys. So that'll just be my non-flamers. Oh, actually, this Aspiring Sorcerer will put his flamer pistol in there as well.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start off with the big guy. Does he hurt himself? He doesn't. Can he roll that 6 again? He doesn't, but that's still decent. 6 shots. Not on the objectives, so just re-rolling ones. Doesn't matter. We're going to use that auto 6 and get 5 devastating for 2 damage, and then 1 at AP2. You get cover.
Yep. This is all on Lamarty, so it's all 1 damage.
Yes, all 1 damage because of him.
So 6 ups.
Oh, no, sorry. One of them roll for, it was a normal hit. For 2 AP. You get cover.
Sure, I'll just roll one of them. I'll fail it, so I failed the saving throw regardless. So 5 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just Lamarty's left.
And then the Warp Smite. Hits.
Ouch.
Looking for 4s for the Dev Wound.
To be expected, though. I don't think those guys were surviving against the onslaught of Rubric Marines that was about to shoot at them.
Death Company.
Okay, and then the Soul Reaper Cannon. That, but 1 sustain. Rerolling 1. 1 Dev Wound, and the rest at AP1 on Lamardis.
4 ups. He's dead.
Okay, this Exalted Sorcerer will fire into these guys. +1 for Blast. We get 6 shots. He's really good at this. No rerolls because we don't do that. So just 1 Dev Wound and 1 at AP2.
Make it.
Just for 1 damage. Yikes. Well, you'll be movement debuffed though. Let's think here. And then this Exalted Sorcerer into these guys. No blast. He still rolls a high number. All those wounds with 1 dev. AP2, no cover.
Make 2.
3, 3, 2, and then 1.
Okay, so let's do a 3, dead, a 3, alive, on 1, so double 6. No. They're gone.
And Magus will fire at this Ball Predator.
Okay.
He'll use 1 CP less to get full hit and wound rerolls.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 6. 2's rerolling. And 4s, because you're
Yep.
probably T10.
Yep.
So 4's rerolling. Okay, 1 dev and the other's an AP2.
5 ups. So 6
6 damage total. And the little gun. Ooh, just 1 shot, so that'll be 4. Probably 5's rerolling. 2 devs for 2 damage and 1 at AP1.
I'm alive on 1.
So 4 damage.
Yep.
And then this dude will put his blast profile into that. That'll be 6. Wait, no, I didn't
7.
kill any, so 7. On 4s, because I'm bracketed.
That's a start.
Okay, all those AP2. 2 damage each.
Lose 2.
And then this Infernal Master into the Sanguinator. Does he hurt himself? Does not.
Guys have a habit of not hurting themselves. Jesus.
Yeah, they usually at least hurt themselves. They do have the extra.
I missed the
But
the Sanguinor jump in the back here. It seems very aggressive again. I think that Techie's just hoping that the aggressive plays will pay off for him.
or sorry, I'll take one of the failures into
Isn't looking great.
and then the rest of them at AP2.
Whoops. So 3 damage.
Okay, 3 damage. Well, gonna need a nice Overwatch for that one. And then, oh man. Yes, that's everything. I think. Yes. Okay, moving on to the charge. Charging Magus into both predators.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just take my minimum 2. And we'll try to get lucky. We'll throw 3 attacks into the wounded one and the other 4 into the healthier one.
Sure.
So 3 attacks into the wounded one. Hits everything. Wounding 3s. AP3 on those 2.
So wounded, he will die. It's not blow.
And then the other one hits everything. 3 wounds, AP3.
I will take 9 down to 2.
Okay, and then you can hit me back. Guess I could have attended some charges, but whatever, I'm short on time. And then it'll be to you after that.
1 hit. 1 wound.
Okay. We'll save it.
Okay.
Okay, over to you, and I'll get... I killed 1 thing on an objective. And did I kill a monster? Yes, I killed 1 vehicle, I think.
Yeah, 1 ball predator.
On you.
Okay. I'll score 4 here. Oh, on mission. Alright, I got Cleanse. Not my favorite right now, but yeah, what can you do? This guy's let's see, Oath for this turn. I'm gonna put it on the orange one that's marked for death. Go ahead. I'm gonna move up here.
I'll overwatch you.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 CP. Just the one guy can see you, so does he hurt himself? Doesn't. Number of shots. 9.
Oof. 9 shots.
Rolling 1. Doesn't have a 6, so 2 6s and...
I don't think there's an out at this point, chat. I think
Sure.
after Lamarty's unit flubbed,
Actually, yes, you are inside the tree.
3 ups.
Oh, Sanguinor.
To CP it.
Oh, Sanguinor goes down to... Oh, yeah, there's 2 floating mortals here. He does live on 1.
Left with 1.
We needed to be able to
Well, I do need to get...
kill one of these units in the middle. I think if... Techie's plan was solid, right? Basically, if he could push this side super hard across these 2 objectives, essentially, and then crush through and leave Magnus alone by himself, then I think he's in a good spot. The problem is that he had... he left the one Vortex Beast alive too long, I think, and then...
Let's move Calidus up.
And then unfortunately whiffed with the big Death Company.
Hi, buddy.
Oh, we did actually... Did we kill the Zangor Shaman? Looks like we did, actually. That's surprising.
I don't really want to... Oh, yeah. Ball Predator, do I... Battle Shock, I am Battle Shocked. Doesn't really do too much to this situation. Yeah. I already said it was like that. Cool. Done with movement phase. Shooting. I'm going to go ahead and put all the small shots into... let's do...
Got it.
Icarus over here and Big Gun. And I'll put the Iron Hail and then the Storm Bolters.
A laser into the Exalted Sorcerer. Interesting.
Do Storm Bolters. To miss. 5 cover saves.
Surprisingly, we tried, but we're still dead.
Okay. Icarus.
Do I get a CP? Do I get a CP? We do.
And I have 2 wounds for AP1 against your Sorcerer on disc.
Take 1.
Okay, 2 damage. Big Gun. Aquilon, still miss. Aquilon, come on. A wound.
Save it.
Okay.
Oof.
Let's go ahead and shoot the Calidus into your disc Sorcerer.
If Lancers could shoot into nothing that ever had an invulnerable save ever, they'd be the best tank in the world.
Yeah, 2 wounds.
Unironically, strongest tank in the game.
Take
Damage.
Downside is those invulnerable
Go
saves.
ahead, I'll shoot
Do,
all pistols here,
trash them pretty hard.
including 2 plasmas, not overcharged. Let's start with the plasmas into your Sorcerer. 2 hits, 2 wounds. Maybe 2 for 1.
Take 1.
Okay. And 1 bolt pistol. We'll miss. Alright. Ball Predator is going to fire everything in combat. Big Flamer.
Alright, let's cook Magnus here.
2 AP2 for 2.
Oh,
Save them both.
heartbreaker.
Heavy Flamer. 1 AP1 for 1.
Saved.
A Storm Bolter. 2 hits. No wounds. That's it for that. Let's do charges. I'll charge the Calidus into the Exalted Disc. Don't have any CP, so I can't roll any of these, sadly. Let's not step on your feet. These guys are going to jump into the Mutalith.
Remember -2.
So
Nope, they still make it with a 2-inch charge.
That is scarily small charges. Do I do 1 Impact Mortal? I do. Feel no pain, please.
We don't feel no pain. We only had 1, so do we explode?
Still.
We don't.
Luckily, I can still pilot this dude over here into orange. The Sanguinor. Well, 6 is a good starting place. 10. I think that's it. Head to fight with the Sanguinor. attacks. No need for rerolls on it. So 2 devs and 4 saves at AP3 for 2.
Yay. Come on, buddy. Oh, none of them. Let's see. So I do need to care because the devs come after. So just flip it to me. So that's 6 2 damage hits, which would leave the Infernal Master alive on 2. I can only blank one of them, so... And he can't use his auto 6 until it's his turn, so I can't do the other stuff. He probably also used his auto 6, I can't remember, but he definitely probably used it because I went first. So there's actually no point in blanking anything. So I just lose that squad and don't spend any CP. You'll get 1 marked because the bodyguard unit died.
Okay. Alright. I'll just make sure you're based here. The intercessors are going to pile in. Get 1 guy in combat.
Imagine the situation if this green unit was dead, chat. Sanguinar probably wouldn't have taken damage there.
Sword, 5 attack.
And this center area would have collapsed.
No rerolls here.
Unfortunate that we failed that charge with Lamarty's, but the rapid ingress into Binding Tendrils was a little aggressive, I think.
You need to pull a lot of weight.
Sorry, did one of the assault intercessors have...
Deeks, thank you for the follow, by the way. I think I missed you. Also,
Okay, never mind.
Kick Majere, thank you for the follow.
2 saves for you, AP4 for 2.
Hope you guys are having a good evening.
Invuln. 2 damage. Will live, so I'll take it.
Okay. That's everything I got going into you, so you can slap. I'm gonna pick up the Vault Predator if you're okay with that.
Okay, yep.
Does explode. It does not.
And I'll fight back with the Infernal Master. That'll be 4 attacks. Miss 1, but sustain 1. Or, no, he has to be leaving his squad, I think. So just 3. Get those, all AP1.
I'm good.
You're good. And I think, unless there's anything else... No, it's still me. I gotta fight.
Sorcerer.
So we'll punch the Calidus Assassin.
Okay.
Let's see how many we got here. So 5 attacks. That many hits. And 1 dev wound and 1 at your invuln.
Damage for both?
2 and then 1, so we don't get you. Actually, no, I'm going to use a CP and re-roll that 1.
It is 2 CP.
2 CP, you know what? Sure, let's do it. Into a 1, okay. That'll be on to me for my 4th turn.
Yep, and I'll discard.
Magus will be move fast the rest of the game. Still going to be dev wounds forever. We will terraform this. No, I never declared that, did I? So, no terraforms. But we will score 12. And then I will... Oh, assuming... Let me just check my battle shocks before I put that in. Parry, denial, and sabotage. Okay. So, battle shocks. We've got this guy here, so that won't matter too much. Good, he can fall back normally. Yay. And then... this Exalted Sorcerer. Could matter since I'd like him to stand on a point. Yay, good. Okay, so we'll just go straight into movement then. So Magus, we'll just let's just count up our Cabal points. We lost 2 squads and a Zangor Shaman, so that's 3 less. 14. Do we get an extra 1 from the Zangors? We do. 15. Okay, let's just do this quickly. So 16 this way. This dude actually is kind of... Nah, it would have been nice to kill that next to Called Assassin. So just Doombolt, Doombolt. You fight first, so yeah, this guy will, in fact, fall back.
Okay.
Might as well fall back to the other side of the wall so that you can't even have the opportunity, unless you want to overwatch the guy.
I don't know if I can see it from here.
This guy will move up here, but can his squad follow him? No, because he needs to stand on an objective, so...
Sure. Since I got the CP, I'll overwatch with the Lancer.
Okay. Back to you.
Storm bolters, nothing. Bolter, nothing. Icarus, one shot that misses. Big gun, Act 1 optics,
Oh boy.
and 2 wounds.
On the involved. Ah, they both went through. That'll be a dead guy.
Oof.
What a shame. Flip back to me.
No secret missions were declared, chat. I don't think that there are any that the Blood Angels could realistically do. I believe that his Warlord is dead for command insertion.
And
He doesn't have any battle line units for War of Attrition.
so this guy.
He doesn't have enough units for Unbroken Wall.
Not
And I don't think he's going to table his opponent.
pretty hard to stop that. I think over here. Probably still shootable, but might as well just go. No, it literally doesn't even matter. Just stand over here so that you have to. No, you'll just kill him for free. So yeah, whatever. Just stand back here. Then. Yeah, so we'll go into shooting. We'll just do double doom bolts from this guy. Oh no, we can't double doom.
Yeah, only one now.
Do one doom bolt.
Was that your lore forbidden guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy will start the action. This guy should have been there, but whatever. And then we'll do 6 Cabal points after that for to give Magus a -1 CP on a strat.
Hmm.
So yeah, so Doombolt from this guy into the Assault Intercessors.
Yep.
Normal Doombolt
Ugh.
for 6 mortal wounds.
Get out of here, Assault Intercessors.
The squad?
And then Magus will use for 1 CP cheaper, full hit rerolls into the Gladiator Lancer. What are my secondaries again? Area Denial and Sabotage. Oh, great. Huh. Well, whatever. Oh wait, no, it's just within now, so that does work. Never mind. Okay, and then this guy will Sabotage then. And then Magus does his stuff.
Come on, triple ones. Yeah, every time.
Nice
He's
and
consi-
average,
he's
just
consistent
the way I
if
like
nothing.
it. Everything hits. Ooh, no dev wounds, but all that at -2.
So 4 ups with the cover. Okay, he's gone. That's the expected. What do you dice get in here? He does not.
Okay, and that'll be... I forgot to do that, but we're just going to have to live with that and overwatch if he moves. Infernal Aster's probably dead. That'll be to you for the fight phase. You'll have first fight with that guy.
We'll slap in.
And that probably should have been where the
And Oath transfers over
Doombolt goes.
to characters. In
Yes, he should still be out.
Okay. It's rolls like that I hate. It's like, oh, 4 ones on Sanguinary. So a dev and 6 Inlands.
Need to make all of these. We don't.
Just cut in half.
Need to do a 6-inch consolidation.
Oh, spicy meatballs.
Okay. Right. In that case, I'll have some fighting to do, so this guy will...
We'll see if we can accidentally kill a 1-wound Sanguinor with 3 Rubric Marines, chat. That's going to be the game plan here.
As the rest of the squad.
Otherwise, Sanguinor doesn't have to move, and he gets to potentially kill another Infernal Master. Kind of cute.
And we'll have 6 normal hits on you. 3 and OMP.
All right, I got no CP. Make them all.
Okay, that'll be over to you. I'll
Okay.
do sabotage for a little and area denial for full.
Okay.
Let me just read that because it's a new one, but I'm pretty sure.
Engage and bring it down. Oof.
No, actually, I think you ruined my area denial. So is that a mini
Yeah.
one? Yeah, it'll be a mini one.
Is that the?
Who's sabotaging?
This dude here.
He's not in a terrain feature.
Oh, you need to be in there? Okay, whatever. I'll take that for a CP then. Huh. In a terrain feature. Oh.
Well, I think I just have a Calidus on the point. So I got
2 models remaining for Techie.
engage. I do have fewer than 3 units, so I can discard. Overwhelming. Let's go gambling. The Calidus is actually just like pretty cool chilling here. I do want to get rid of that sorcerer though, because I'm probably only going to be able to kill these 2 units, and then the game is not going to be going. So it's.
I'll need a charge from behind the wall.
And Oath is gonna be on the green guys here.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure I can get 1 hit through. That's it for movement. Shooting, no shooting. Charges, I'll charge into your disc sorcerer. Big old 10.
Oof. Let's go.
Okay. I'm gonna head to fights. It is a 3 CP interrupt, but you can still do it. I'll fight with the Sanguinor. Alright. 4 saves and 2 devs.
Okay, let's make some of these. We do.
Doesn't
Okay.
quite kill the unit.
Blank 1 and lose 3 guys.
You're paying 2 CP for the blank.
Yes, CP.
Okay.
Oh, actually, never mind. I'm just gonna lose that guy because, yeah. So that's 4 guys lost then.
Okay.
Is that Lord of the Deceit aura coming in? Very nice.
Because yeah, I need 3 CP to interrupt on the Calidus Assassin.
Okay.
After you're done, whatever you want to do there.
I'm not going to consolidate
Okay.
you if you would like to do something.
That'll be 6 for my very expensive, or 5 attacks, I believe. Yeah, 5 attacks for my very expensive interrupt. Which I will naturally, please tell me I hit on 2s. Oh, thank goodness.
Unfortunately, the Exalted Sorcerers are actually good at fighting.
That'll be pretty bad though. Yeah, so 1 dev wound. Oh, the dev wound's good enough then. Yeah, 3 damage.
Rip.
Okay, and we'll put on the points so that we can get some OC there. Nothing will matter, I don't think.
Yeah.
Should have brought more Tactical Marines. You're not wrong, chat.
Yeah. End of turn, you're going to have to pick the
Yeah.
Infernal Master to live, because like I said,
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, I did that wrong, but whatever. We'll do
I
that. and then-
think we're fine calling it there.
Yeah, so we'll just do that. I'll stand on
And
it.
there's the talk out chat. Yep. Gives us time to go set up for our next game.
Do a thing.
Um,
Or no, that would have been last turn anyways, so.
Unironically, I think if Lamartis had made that charge, this game looks way different. Because this guy did a lot of damage.
Honestly, I'm going to say I was really hoping you'd be scared and would put too many things in Deep Strike. And, yeah. But again, same as last time, going first is, like, there's some things I couldn't do because I went first, but yeah, going first is such a huge advantage to be able to just run up this flank, because that was definitely my strategy the entire time. I definitely broke down on my screens and I started, I don't know why, I just couldn't see the circles. I don't know what was wrong with me, but anyways, in the beginning the strategy went good because it was just literally rush up this flank and try to turn it into a hammer and anvil kind of thing so that it was easier to screen out.
yeah, I think not sending that green Intercessor Sergeant into the yellow Mutalith was definitely the mistake there. I think just killing that one wound.
I was gonna Overwatch him if he had done anything that I was basically put the 9-inch and I'm like, oh, I'll try to save the CP.
Oh, were you
But,
were you trying to like save it for an Overwatch for these guys, or?
No, I was just like, I just wanted to save the CP for Overwatch, but I was just, if he did like a useful charge, I was going to, well, I shouldn't say useful, but
Because that would have been pretty fucking damning.
It would have, but then I'm like, I really wanted that CP, so I'm like, you know what? We got this.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he would have went, I would have Overwatched. But yeah, I think just taking over this flank, just like the last game, the Lieutenant was definitely positioned properly, and it definitely was meaningful how he moved there. That was actually very good because I couldn't avoid him.
Yep.
I had to basically just eat him blocking off my thing. But
there was an original idea of wherever the Mutiliths were, spreading out the infiltrators across here and then trying to block off the areas. But I'm like, this dude's just gonna Overwatch the shit out of me if I do that. I was trying to like have like a turn of like containment to keep you in the DZ. Like obviously Magnus goes wherever he wants, but if I can like block,
I think I think that would work if Magnus had done it, because the Magnus could still fly up here.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, actually, I think it would have been if you had gone, and obviously if you'd gone first, it would have been huge. But even if you had gone second, yeah, I think the fact that Magnus can fly over would ruin it.
Yeah, there's definitely that, and there's not a great place to hide infiltrators back here, especially we can see them from here with like Magnus or Mutilith.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. There's just this huge line of fire. This back objective is not protected at all, basically.
I was considering keeping the Calidus back there, or the Lieutenant, but I was like, nah, that's too much to waste considering how the infiltrators don't do anything else in the rest of the matchup.
Yes. I mean, I think they survived one shooting, so I'd say
they survived a lot more shooting than I expected. They just rolled good armor saves and really good feel no pains.
Yes. Yeah. Well, as you can see from like the Sanguinator there, I mean, it was the end of the game, so I was moving fast, but as soon as I let one thing through in your army, it does absolutely just start killing everything, and then you consolidate 6 inches, so I have to position things so... Like, there's a super high threat there, just when I go first. I managed to get that kind of lead so that I can keep up a screen. I was very fortunate that none of the Mutiliths went down on the first turn.
Yeah, that was like rough. Before they didn't take like any wounds enough, and like 1 was hanging on, but now it was 3 hanging on. Granted, they did a lot more damage than I expected. I wanted like 4 and 5 wounds and be able to battle it out from there. When the Lamarty spray came in, I was highly thinking it's like I may want to put like Sanguinor over here and just have him start clearing out these squads because his footprint's so much smaller. But I was like, if he's doing
it's
that,
hard to say. It's hard to say because you were still stopping me from charging.
Yeah, because Magnus was still over here. He could just double move up here and just kill Sanguinor. Yeah.
Well, that was the biggest thing. Is my screen definitely kind of fell apart because there was just so much ground to cover, and of course I'm terrible on my clock time. But I think basically I managed to screen it just enough that you had to put them there where I could tag them with a few things. I'm actually surprised this guy lived. So it's hilarious that I could just Gladiator Lancer says, yeah, no.
But the other one gets Overwatched.
yeah.
Hitting on 30 is apparently my fucking weakness. 6s though. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to deal damage into Magnus, but I knew I needed to put all the ball predators over here. It sucks that this one dude ended up living. I was trying to like chew through more of it, get him down to like 2 guys, but just like rolling like 5 and 6 shots where I could be rolling like 7, 8, or 9 shots. Definitely tampers down on it a little bit.
Yeah, I wish as I said, it was just too hard for me to get. I should have probably used a double move there, but even though I had to, not be allowed to do it, at the end of the day, I didn't really want to do it, but, it was something I had to do, because I just wish my squads could have made it that far. Again, that combi lieutenant kept them, they had to fall back and not... Because, I didn't like the position of blue squad over here. I was kind of just, I just kind of rolled with it after I had already picked them off the table, even though the lieutenant was placed to block them. But, I definitely didn't like their position there.
I definitely think Valdor has some more merit in the Sangard just for having like those incredible armor saves, like just an extra 1 armor save on cover versus like Death Company like failing a charge and having 3 ups. Huge durability difference.
Yeah, that's the Sanguinator Guard. I was very fortunate that when I played against Valdor, the screen was strong, and he also chose to bring them in the turn after the Death Company. Granted, the Death Company did a huge bit of work because they made that deep
Yeah.
strike charge, but
I was honestly thinking that I just need to make 9-inch charges and not like harken everything on trying to
Yeah.
be sneaky with Ingress because you just move around it.
it's hard to say because I can kill so much at once, but at the same time, every squad that makes it into melee can easily double or triple their points when they get into me.
Right.
So
Yeah, it's just getting that point with the Overwatches, your movement,
Yeah.
like your movement is really nice, and just like
yeah.
it's hard on this map. Like I need one of the ruins with like the little like tip on the end here, to be able to like put stuff in like
Yes.
corners or something to stage. It's just these blocks. I don't know about that. Like
Yeah, this was, I really think, being able to take Magnus up to this side was a huge advantage to me.
mhm.
I think if you could have just staged, even just inside this block here, if you could have staged a bunch of threats here, I can't go anywhere. Well, really, I can't go anywhere in the mid-board.
Yeah.
So the only way I was able to get through that was by the double move Magnus up to here.
Yeah, and then you can just tow a Mutalith here and just have everything sitting over here, and then you're like, it's in your court. You don't trade 150 points for a 225
But then
point.
again, you have the advantage in that you can just do all these 9-inch deep strike charges, and
Yep.
if I'm all crowded in here, oh boy, that's going to be a bad day
That was
for me.
that was one where I thought the yellow cultists were gonna push up more on this angle and block this out. So when they were like, I want to say they were like standing just like in a line here, I was like, I think I'm okay with that because Magnus was over here. I'm not gonna be fucking with Magnus trying to like deep strike around him. He's just gonna annihilate whatever I put over there. But
Yeah.
like the 4-inch charge here is so sad. If I was thinking more clearly, I would have just gone into the Mutalith and then consolidated into green, and I think that would have greatly helped me.
Yeah, that was the big thing that we were kind of talking about too. Like if you consider the game state at which, like when Sanguinor, gets in here, right, and he's down to 1 wound because this Infernal Master. If this Infernal Master's unit was dead, and instead there was a Death Company unit here and a dead Vortex Beast, when the Sanguinor jumps in, suddenly there's less that can deal with him, and he's like so much more lethal in that position, and this whole center falls apart, I think, and suddenly it's like Magnus versus the world by himself, which is probably okay, but a much less
I
consistent position.
Get away from Magnus as fast as I could.
Yeah. As soon as the Lancer like lined up a shot and was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna take it." It's just like, all right, we're not even gonna try. Yeah. That the 13 damage on the Mutalith, right off the bat, that was like,
Yeah. I mean, I'm so lucky. Like my Mutaliths, honestly, they they went even, or they went the average compared to last game. But at the same time, the fact that they each lived with a few wounds was just huge. Like imagine a world where they just took a little bit more and all 3 Mutalith goes out on that first turn.
Yeah.
What do I screen with at that point? I've got a few cultists.
Right. It makes the rapid ingresses so much more dangerous.
And the double move doesn't help against a rapid ingress.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I was curious that the Assault Intercessor Sergeant didn't take out the Vortex Beast on the turn 1 there.
Yeah, I was considering that versus trying to block up all of the stuff up here, and I think we talked about a little bit that Alakar was just waiting to Overwatch if I was going to do like a more effective charge versus like a little bit more risky charge. So he either eats the CP and he 100% lives, or I try and jump into like the cultists and stuff and divide up orange. Because I was thinking if I can kill this beast and pile in over here with a 6-inch pile-in, now orange is split 50-50, that they can't 100% kill this because it was flamers over here,
right.
let's say.
Yeah, I was actually super worried at that point because the cultist right here, like if you had enough to kill the Vortex Beast and the cultist, yeah, you would have piled it in everything. So I was a little scared, but I was glad this Vortex Beast, I think he was like full health or something.
Yeah,
So you had to actually devote everything to him, and then these cultists could live over here.
And then the extra 4 saves we did, he succeeded 3 of them, and then
Yeah, that was
one, of course. Of course, he's on
yes.
one.
the salt in the wound there for sure. Yeah.
But
Can you
so
just real quick, Techie? Yeah, can you talk about the decision to ingress in the sort of in the open here with the Death Company? 'Cause I think that was really interesting.
That was
Definitely brazen.
to get out of Magnus range, because even if they're down to 2 damage on the big gun, if he kills 4 on his own, that's one thing. I'd rather take a flamer that's getting down in damage and use this half in cover versus exposing a lot more on this side, because Magnus was here, if I'm not mistaken. So then he just sequences a double move and then threatens my home a lot more versus dealing with, I want to say, the Death Company in the middle up here, which he already had more than enough with 2 squads.
Sure. I mean, I think still could have double moved to shoot the unit over here where he was standing, because I think he was at this position and he could just move like this, right?
Yeah, so I mean, if I have like a bunch of guys over here, then I have like 0 cover. If I can at least get them down.
Yeah, I guess like if you're holding up an Armor of Contemptuous cover, then he's gotta get the devastating wounds.
I used it on the orange to make sure like everything has to come here, so it deflects away from teal.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
yeah, I think I was just because my list has a few Cabal points and a lot of stuff I had to do. I think that was a little scary to me. I think the Exalted Sorcerer had to burn a CP just to be able to shoot at them, and it was really just for the movement debuff. Honestly, I was just super lucky that suddenly, when the squad made it here, they were just at half, like, they were half of them gone for some reason. I really wasn't expecting that. I think that was definitely an upshooting.
I definitely tried to be cheeky. I was like aiming a couple pistols here at the Mutalith and a couple pistols here. I was like, whichever one dies, I'm just going to charge the other way. But then I was like, Overwatch. I was like, oh shit, I just lost like 3 of them. That's not great.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, cool. Thanks for the game, guys. Alakar, you're the first one through to the elimination stage. How you feeling about these other elimination games about to go down?
Got a lot of sisters.
Yeah, I'm seeing sisters in my future, so I'm definitely going to be looking at exactly who makes it through, and then hopefully I'll...
So, folks, welcome back.
Here is the clock, so...
So you're not bringing 180 guardsmen, is what I'm hearing.
I mean...
Not even a loyal 32? Damn.
Or cordless, for sure.
Okay. And they're doing
we have
great.
we have to roll our melees. No. If I could just choose to not roll them.
Honestly, it's Orc. Just like throw like 70 dice and tell your opponent, oh man, you saved out all of them.
Yeah, you just want to pull those guys? You just pick them up.
Like script on that tells you how many dice there are, just turn that off. Just cheat.
Yeah, no. All I can say is this is kind of the farthest I've ever gotten, so it's kind of all new territory to me. So.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you, brother. It's my first invitational thing, so I'm happy to make it to the top of groups.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you guys both killed it, so congratulations to both of you, and Alakar especially for winning all the games.
Oh, thanks a lot.
I gotta go back to dredging pods for a couple months.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Play with y'all.
Yeah, thank you guys. We're gonna set up for our next game here, but hope you guys have a good rest of your evening.
See you.